Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of JYLeeCooking. And today we'll be making kuloyok or sweet and sour pork. Now before we start the video, don't forget to click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And do give this video a like. Now as you can see, we have all the ingredients laid out in front of you. Now we need 1 red onion, 1 tomato, and we'll be using some capsicum over here. You can use any color you like. Cucumber, and for the egg we only will be using the egg yolk. Tomato ketchup, honey, jiu or Chinese cooking wine, corn starch, and some all-purpose flour. Now this is actually optional, so if you do not have all-purpose flour, you can actually just use corn starch. You can use any pork parts you want, but I'm using pork loin for today, about 150 grams, and of course some white vinegar. Now we're just gonna cut the capsicum into bite-sized pieces. You don't have to cut the whole thing, I'm just gonna use a bit here. Now we're just going to peel some lines on the cucumber for presentation. I'm going to remove the seeds of the cucumber with a spoon and cut them into about 1-inch sizes. And as for the tomato, we'll be cutting them into 2 different ways. I'll be cutting 1/2 into half wedges, and the other half I'll be cutting them into small dices. And as for the onion, we'll peel them and do the same thing like the tomato. Now the reason for this is the wedges are going to be the garnish of the dish, and the ones finely chopped will be used to cook the sauce. And now we'll be laying our pork down and we'll be tenderizing it with the back of the knife. You can cut it into cubes if you want, but I prefer mine into thin slices. Now that the pork is all cut up, we'll be putting it in a bowl and we will be marinating it first off with some salt, 1 egg yolk, and about 1 tablespoon of jiu. And as we mix it, we'll be adding cornstarch bit by bit until we reach this sticky texture. Now separately, we'll be putting equal parts of cornstarch and all-purpose flour. If you do not have all-purpose flour, just use cornstarch. And I'll be whisking it all together, and I'll be coating the marinated pork with the flour. Now for kuloyok, we need to actually do a double frying. For the first frying, we'll be actually frying the pork at 180 degrees Celsius until you get a light color. Then we'll be reheating the oil at 270 degrees for the second fry. We're going to fry the pork for the second time until it reaches a crispy golden brown. Now double frying actually helps to improve the crispiness of the pork. Now once that's done, we'll be preparing the sauce. We'll be heating up the pan with some oil and add in all the chopped onions and chopped tomatoes. We're just going to give it a light saute here until it's fragrant, and we'll be adding 6 tablespoons of tomato ketchup, about 1 tablespoon of honey, and we'll mix it all up. And here are about 180 ml of water and 2 tablespoons of white vinegar. Now we're just going to check the taste. Mine needs a bit of sugar, so I'm going to add some sugar here. Now that it's done, we'll be straining all that stuff out from the sauce. Then we'll be adding in the tomato, capsicum, onions and cucumber. We're going to mix everything up nice and well. And once that's into a boil, we'll be adding some cornstarch to thicken the sauce. In goes the fried pork, and incorporate everything together until all the pork is coated. And nothing to do next but to dish it up. And there you guys have it. This is sweet and sour pork, or you guys know it as kuloyok. And here are some close-up shots on it, and of course the most important part, the taste test. Now thank you guys for watching, and remember to tune in to JYLeeCooking every week on Friday 6:30 PM. And do remember to give this video a thumbs up, a like, a share, and of course click on that subscribe button. Thank you guys, and see you again next week.